Ahiru no Sora, basketball anime or arresting drama? If you haven't watched Ahiru no Sora, you might think it's just another basketball anime if you've been following along with the simulcast. However, you know that Ahiru no Sora is so much more than that. It might surprise those new to Ahiru no Sora to hear us call the series a gripping drama anime in its own right, transcending its identity as a sports anime it looks like at first glance. Want to know more? Join us as we look at what's make Ahiru no Sora such a dramatic slam dunk. It's always spoilers ahead. A cast of no-end characters. A story is only as strong as the characters, and Ahiru no Sora comes packed with characters from walks of life and backgrounds. But the rich trust fund kid, Mochiki, is the rough and tumble, delinquent Chiaki, and the talented but short newbie Sora. There's a character here for everyone to root for. However, these characters are just cardboard archetypes. The trust fund kid struggles with chronic illness. The delinquent's motivations team from realistic family drama and that the talented newbie wrestles with his mother's failing health. The characters of Ahiru no Sora constantly show us new depths to their personalities, and the narratives pays careful attention to fleshing out their complex histories and personalities. In fact, we take the series character development as just as important as it plays. It shows on the basketball court. Sure, the outcomes of the matches are important, but the character development takes place within them as a series of true all-star, personal and realistic stakes. It's easy to think the character's sole motivation will be to win as many basketball matches as they can, but that sells the stakes of Ahiru no Sora short. Ahiru no Sora represents its audience with a realistic take on the way the love of a sport affects its fans and players, showing us that not all players have the same reason to step onto the court. Momoharu, the team captain, plays basketball for a chance at redemption. He acquired the sport at a young age, but the chance encounter with Sora sparks his love of the game once again. Only now Momoharu is out of practice and underestimated by nearly everyone around him. He plays to prove he's worthy of the sport, and to prove to both himself and to others that he's not the washed-out delinquent that they assume he must be. As for now, the team manager and trainer, she adores basketball, but she's too clumsy to be an asset in the game. She wants to prove to other or not so talented players that they can still participate in the sports without having to actually get in the paint. And she does exactly that thanks to her expert knowledge of the game and her insight into its players. Now let's talk about one of the team's rivals, Kojima. His goal is to make it drop just one game without ruining his chance to play in future matches. Like players in so many other sports across the world, he struggles with an incredibly painful injury, making his participation in games a delicate balancing act of overwhelming passion and necessarily practicality. And as for the play character, Sora, he wants to prove to the world that the high-centric game of basketball is open to shorter players too, but that the motivation remains secondary to his desire to win a tournament on behalf of his hailing mother, who taught him everything she knows about the game. Subversive series progression. In so many sports anime, the underdog team walks onto the field or court with high hopes, only to get beaten in their first match. They typically attend a training camp, after which they rise like a phoenix to take the world of their sport by storm and miraculously become national champs. Sounds familiar, right? Right, it does so too. It's a tried and true formula we all love, but the Ahiru no Sora might take notes from this winning formula. The series is anything but formulaic. The series subverts expectations by making the teams rise to the top more realistic. After all, some of these players have never played the game before, but others have seriously played the sports in years. No matter what dedication, you can hope to compete against experienced teams. Without proper training and practice, the Ahiru no Sora doesn't forget that. The writing takes into account talent, stamina, practice, and even the role of fear and nerves for crafting matches and character interactions. This is the story of a team's rise to the top. It's a story of a team becoming a team, because it doesn't just happen overnight. A mother and son story for the changes. Sora's relationship with his mother, Yoka, stand out as a series highlight, and not just because a son idolizing his mother's sports prowess is already pretty unusual. The relationship deserves special mention because of its emotional resonance and beautiful writing. Long story short, Yoka taught Sora everything he knows about the game. He idolizes her, and when he's grown slow when he was a kid, she taught him how to work around his lack of height on the basketball court. But Yuka struggles with a terrible illness. She knows that letting Sora lead on her will make it harder for him to stand on his own 2 feet. She makes the hard-wrenching decision to keep her distance so he can stand tall without her. And elsewhere, Sora makes a similar decision on his own because he wants Yoka to focus on recovery. He doesn't visit her in the hospital or burden her with his problems. Quite a mature choice for a teenager, huh? In short, there's a necessary distance between Sora and Yoka, and every interaction they share is curling at the ball and weeping at the beauty of it, agonizingly poignant and indescribably warm in turns. The show's emotional stake in this relationship are unlike anything we've seen before. Ahiru no Sora, not that basketball anime you think it is. Many people tune into Ahiru no Sora expecting a standard basketball anime formula, but Ahiru no Sora is anything but formulatic. Its slow burn approach to drama and character development is a great strength, setting Ahiru no Sora apart from the rest thanks to its depth, subtlety, a delicious approach to dealing with dramatic story beats. With Ahiru no Sora, you will just get amazing jump shots and thrilling on court action. You also get the cast characters who feel like your best friends, drama to bring a tear to your eye, and a masterclass of character development. In summary, Ahiru no Sora is a drama about high school basketball players, and not the straight-up sports anime some might believe it to be. It would think it will make Ahiru no Sora rise head and shoulders above the test. Interested in watching Ahiru no Sora's first 3 seasons or following along with the simulcast of season 4? Tune in on Wednesdays at 9:55 for new episodes of Ahiru no Sora every week on High Dive.